everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's the Redskins going up against the Buccaneers. With that, we'll send it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call in this Week 5 matchup.
Thank you, Larry. With the distinctive pirate ship in the north end zone, we can only be in one place, and that's Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Washington Redskins and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now Marshall. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
Now Cousins here on the bootleg. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. Well, it was second and long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Yeah, I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Third and long for Cousins. Hard throw, incomplete. They were trying Josh Doxson. Now fourth down. Now on fourth down, the 2014 NFL leader is a rookie in yards per punt. Tress Way on to kick it. With it is Jackson. They come out here in the eye. Sims. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
Now Jameis on second down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
And the dreaded third and long here for the offense. Third and long for Winston. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Second down, Cousins. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Fresh set of downs here, and some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. On 1st and 10, Cousins. This one caught by Crowder. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3. They'll come out in the pistol. Cousins now on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete. And a big face mask penalty here, 15 yards.
You never want to get your hands up in the face mask area because your fingers can get tangled up there, and that can hurt you as a player.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. This is Marshall, and he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field, and when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. And this is incomplete. The starting 11 defensively for Tampa Bay.
Levante David is a tackling machine. He's always where the ball is.
Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is right there. It's good. And it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. To start the drive to Sims. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I've yet to meet a wide receiver who likes to block more than catching the football, but the best ones understand that that's how they'll actually get more passes thrown to them if they help in the run game. And anytime you get a run of that yardage, That means the wide receivers did help. They get down to what a lot of people call the second level, the linebackers, or the third level where the defensive backs are, and they get out in front and put their bodies out there and create more space for their runners to gain the yardage.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And here are the defensive starters. In your old position, you get to talk about the secondary.
The best athletes on the field, Brandon.
Debatable.
Well, we'll see how this goes today. I love the way you put my guys down. But you know this. They've got to cover, and they have to tackle. They have a heck of a task in front of them in this game.
3 down. Let's go now. Blue way, boys up. 52.
Now Sims. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. One receiver to the left is Evans. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. He's got time. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play for the Bucs there on 3rd down. 43 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. On 1st and 10, Winston. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. They'll come out in the pistol. Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Play fake to Sims. Now Winston. Complete. He finds Brate. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this inside the 10 to the 7.
I'd love to sit down at some point in our offseason and talk to these defensive coordinators in the red zone. Tight end is obviously a big threat, yet these guys continue to make plays. Is there any other way to stop them?
Apparently not. In the red zone, like you said, that's your guy that got it to him.
Supreme confidence in going to a playmaker.
And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Here's Sims on the run. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter, and they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Now they run with Sims. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Charles Sims with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. So on 3rd down, they dialed up the draw play. It worked. Got him in the end zone.
As one of our colleagues likes to say, calling the draw, everyone wants to yell all the time when the draw doesn't work. Like, what kind of play call was that? But it takes a little bit of fortitude to do that, and because you may catch them with the element of surprise and hit it, and in this case, they hit it for pay dirt.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
2nd down, Cousins. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. They were looking for Marshall that time, and that'll make it 3rd down. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. It's Cousins on the sneak. Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the first.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. They come out here in the eye. Little motion now from the tight end. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Gerald McCoy is so slippery and elusive in the interior of the defense. I don't care who has the assignment to block him. It usually ends up having to take at least 2. And most of the time, that's not enough either. Witness that tackle for a loss.
Hurry up, here we go. Green. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw, Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Gone. All right, now, look at 56.
Time running out here on the play clock. They just do get the play off. Now Cousins. Ducks him with a grab over the middle. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
The offense didn't pick up the 1st down there, but they're not going to go to the bench discouraged. They feel like they're starting to set the defense up a little bit, looking for the big play as this game progresses.
.46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. A 1st down throw for Winston. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. One receiver to the left is Evans. Here's Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that. And the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you're facing intentional grounding call.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that one fell incomplete after being tipped in the air. But I have to tell you, I had a bad flashback of going to head to the stadium stairs in practice. Because what we were always taught, any ball like that, if it's not spiked towards the ground and you actually tip it up, then that's an error on your part. Because now you've given hope to the offense. Maybe help create a big play for them instead of going up and either intercepting it or knocking it down. I ran many a stadium step for my errors.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time with just punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Play fake. Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Jameis to throw it. This will be caught just inside the 10. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. Shift together here from the D-line. Throwing. Winston. Quick hitter here. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 4. And it'll be second and goal.
How about the timing on that one, where they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Winston sneaking it. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal.
I know they didn't get it, but I kind of like the call. 2nd and inches, go right to the quarterback sneak. Normally, that should be executed better, shouldn't it?
I'm going to disagree with you. I don't like the call.
You don't like that?
That's just because they didn't get it, though. Hindsight's 20/20.
20/20 and never defeated.
Roberto Aguayo out now for the Buccaneer field goal try. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle.
Partner, it's decision time now. I know it's still just the second quarter, but you have an opportunity to either kick the field goal or go for it and try and score a big-time touchdown. This is why the head coaches get paid the big bucks.
So it's an old-school extra point, but certainly a disappointment that they couldn't get 6.
Yeah, when you see 19-yard field goal in the box score, you kind of shake your head. But the head coach decided 3 was enough.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Another pistol look here.
Set. Green. 39. Philly. Here we go. Detroit.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. 1:57 to go in this first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. So completion on second down, that brings up third. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down. And whistle blown, a timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Tressway now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's Jackson. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Jackson's got it over the middle. A gain of 6 there on first. 4 yards remaining now on second down. And quickly they get to the line. Second down, Winston. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the offense has it 1st and 10. One receiver to the left is Evans. First down, Winston. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. A second down throw for Winston. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. A first down throw for Winston. Going to throw right side here, complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
They'll run it again with Sims. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So 3rd and inch. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Really good job by the offense there. Every second counts right now. So for them to get out of bounds and save some time, that's a nice move.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. So some and never mind, Larry. These two teams apparently anxious to get back at it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now a second down throw for Winston. Throwing middle, and it's complete. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll lead here to a third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
On third down, Winston. He's got Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So a costly penalty and now a tougher third down situation. Third and long for Winston. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. A look at at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I love when a play results in a gain that I can actually kind of fall back on one of my favorite adages, and that is anytime there's a run over 10 yards, it means that the offensive line did its job, but you know who else did? The wide receivers. Because the first 7 yards kind of belong to the offensive line and the running back. Anything after that means the wide receivers did a great job of blocking downfield, being willing to mix it up, and give them some more space to gain additional yardage.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second down. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. They'll drop the throw. And the connection made to Terrell Pryor. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And he was able to find a very soft spot in that zone coverage.
I love that term, Brandon. That soft spot where you find the open area, set up, and catch the football before the hard collision comes afterwards.
And they'll go on the ground. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. See if they stay on the ground for second down. On the give, this is their fullback. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. And now they're in the hurry-up. On third down, here's Jones. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
A decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
Here's the Redskins now as their kick unit will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well,
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. He is tough to bring down, Jameis Winston. Yeah, Charles, I remember calling a baseball game of his. He played baseball at Florida State, too, and you saw his legs, tree trunks sprayed in to those baseball pants. I said, how could anybody bring this guy down?
And that's part of the beauty of his game because he has that toughness, that thick body. He may not beat you sprinting, but he's real sharp with his mind, and he knows how to get away from people.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. So second and medium, 2nd and 5 now. One receiver to the left is Evans. Now Jameis on 2nd down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Completes it right side to Doxson. A gain of 6 there on first. Second down and 4. They'll run with Marshall, and he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. Hey, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
5 yards to gain here on 3rd down.
Let's go. Feed that team. Feed upward. Shoot. Back down to that Philly. Here we go. Check 50. Over.
Play clock winding down. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Here's Marshall. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Back now in Tampa. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Cousins now on 2nd down. His pass caught at the 4. And eventually stopped just shy of the goal line right around the 2. And they're going to speed things up here.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. No. Jack, Patriots.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They come up in an offset eye. From the 2-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. Second down, Cousins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terrell Pryor, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. Now the try here for the point after. And he bangs this one through to make it a 13-9 game now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So out come the Bucs now. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Charles Sims, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
Now they go screen. It's complete. Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And the offense in that middle ground here on 3rd down, 3rd and 5. They come up in an offset eye. Jameis to throw it. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And here come the Redskins now. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Caught on the right side, Reed. Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
In motion, the tight end, Reed. A First down throw for Cousins. Out to the left here to Reed. Give him 11 on the gain there, and it'll be first down Redskins. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Cousins now to throw on first down. Pryor has it complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Simple slant route, and it works to perfection.
And when you're a big-bodied receiver, you use it like it's a basketball play. Body the defender away and catch the football.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Now Cousins hands to Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And 3 full yards here for the offense to get on 3rd down. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. 3rd and short yardage, Cousins. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
And look at this. It's a fake. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jude I.J. Barima. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. Following the interception, Winston. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Are we really in the second half here? And this is the first time we've seen Jameis Winston connect with Mike Evans?
Yeah, you know that they missed that in the first half. Up until this point, they've really missed it, haven't they?
I think that's a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. One receiver to the left is Evans. Now Jameis on second down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. Throwing, Winston. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. It's a gain of just a couple there, but it's enough to get him the first.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
They come up in an offset eye. Toss play to Sims. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Sam Shields, the one that got him down.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. A play fake to Sims. Now Winston. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
On third down, Winston. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Jameis to throw it. This is caught by Jackson. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They go play action here on first down. This will be caught at about the 5. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll toss it out to Sims. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Charles Sims with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bucs have taken the lead here in the 4th. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock, so tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
He's back to throw. Out to the left here to Reed. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brad, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
Back to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So here we go, a third down after the second down pass completion. They'll look to throw. It's brought in by Dodson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
He'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Back to throw. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. One last shot now for Cousins. He's got time in the pocket. Great protection. And some space here. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? You know, you remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
So for the Bucs, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Washington, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.